Another thing we make rounds na social media this week. Na Dr. Samura Matthew Wilson Kamara and His Excellency Dr. Julius Mada Unibio, where all two get for dinner the UK. Come on, Skino, c'est triple convinced then small political party meet the requirement of ECSL. If ECSL say they meet, who am I to say no? President Bill and APC flag bearer then at the UK. We see Usai later come out. Yeah? From Awareness Times. From the Commonwealth Secretary General. And the one way Awareness Times post will be the 15th day of March 2023. And they may address unto Dr. Kamara. And they may address unto. And what's in this letter be read? For saying they write to Samura Kamara, then they invite them for join them na the Marlborough House dialogue together with Uda. Then tell them one tell Uda they did it. For say President Joseph get for Didi. When are the presidential candidate for the Sierra Leone People's Party on the 4th of May 2023 for speak on the future of good governance and democracy na salon. For speak on the future of good governance and democracy na Sierra Leone. Then say this House of Dialogue na Marlborough na the Commonwealth Secretariat and the organizer, and they aim at giving our members of our member states an opportunity to discuss issues pertaining to their democratic realities and developmental needs, while taking different formats as appropriate to the occasion. The dialogue they offer a platform for political and thought leaders for share ideas, candid perspective, and innovative solutions before an intimate, curated gathering of Commonwealth diplomats, dignitaries, and invited guests. Yeah. Yeah. This na the I think na the reason this why make somebody come out and lawyer them, may ask for him passport, say he want for travel. We get to find out say the APC flag bearer na Guinea na they go use. All man they give assumption. But me no yeri open mouth talk it see why he use Guinea. But some people we say then they talk on behalf of farm. Well, what did they explain? Look at the Donkon Ayanda. Another one where they make Dr. Samura back in name. They on social media. Now the picture we take in front of BBC. I'll show you. Now making himself still. The picture. Now front BBC that one day. What you take? Then send a picture. Now I go there for. You know do interview. Me no hear the interview yet. I not dig deep yet for look for the interview. Trust me. I'm going to do that. If there is one, it is going to be on Sierra Network. If there is one, BBC get archives. I know how to enter the archives and look for one. If there is one interview, if you say BBC self not like social media stunt, if it's a video interview, first of all, then say first they post on them page. Yes. So unless they not pull a hit, that video they're going to make viral for President Bill. They tell me himself be going to the UK where they be interviewing about education. Where they say, well, I go able to raise this money where they talk about the education. Where they go viral. It was a BBC interview in the studios at BBC. And then the BBC self post them. Even if na radio, BBC do. If na radio you do, trust me, Ugo Fena. Unless if BBC not air them yet. But if they don't air them, we defend them. Hey, Peter Pan said they need to know more about where Sele we left and so why make it pass Guinea. Well, some man they say he need a Schengen visa because you want to go Belgium and some other country than Europe. So now make it pass Guinea for go take him. But the last time I check, then me tell you say they don't begin give that visa inside salon. Now so the Ministry of Foreign Affairs be tell we. Say the Schengen visa de negia na salon. I just need for dig deep and find when then be pull up press release day. Maybe you no member. But yeah, then tell we that. And I make a say the one then, unless if na so them be say don't you know they are not begin here to. Unless if that need not begin yet. Sometimes I make it pass through Guinea. For go take and day. Okay? Alright. But we see this net. Who say President Bill in Twitter. A tweet from the Marlborough House. But would you understand say, okay, I just try to look through Silver Blind in post. Dr. Samura then say no go there today. They say no go na the Marlborough House today. He be then a Peckham. He be there on campaign. He go sell him market. Because you know say anybody we go na the UK, if you no go Peckham, they say you no go na Salon it. Because at the Salon community dandy. Be then a Peckham, you go na the different shops them. I've been there. I don't go na Jaffa na Peckham. I don't go na Couton Wood na Peckham. I don't know is it Geneva? Is her name? I don't go na few shops them waiting at the Peckham the Sierra Leone community. Where you go there yesterday, you didn't talk crazy. Geneva Johnson Kamara say anyone for believe say Samura get British passport. Tell herself. African King, yes. Jay's You get this other. So he go sell the market. So I don't know if na the market he go sell. If forget say for go Marlboro or he be don't give them because them be tell him for give a date per the letter when he go get for goodie. I hope say no to wait he do na New York. You don't know what he do New York? He not gonna have the chance to building. I hope say no to wait he we not gonna have the chance to building. I say you handle them back na Marlboro. Say the Commonwealth. Abo, I be gonna. What I need do na self. Now I go in now I go talk. It will have been nice though. Make it go there today alongside President Bill. Santigi say, he say Peckham nice. Which part so? Which part na Peckham? Silver Bladin said there has been no sign of Dr. Samura Kamara yet, for now, at the Commonwealth Secretariat. But credible source don't inform Awareness Times newspaper for say Dr. Kamara Samara. Dr. Samura Kamara. This thing not is with me. Dr. Samura Kamara may be invited to meet with the Commonwealth Secretary General before he return back to Saloon. So then go engage on important peace, democracy, and rule of law issues them concerning Saloon. This not Dr. Sylvia Blyden and the rights. He said President Bill and First Lady then be there at the Marlborough House on invitation from Right Honorable Baroness Patricia Scotland, the Commonwealth Secretary General. When I be yesterday the 5th, 2023, during which President Bill meets with His Majesty King Charles III and other world leaders. And the First Lady also meets with other First Ladies then and spouses of the world. This man always talking, not talk for his sister and all that. All man get siblings who elect from another mother. Okay. John Kanu say Dr. Samura gets other different dates for attend. Alright. Wetin happen? Silver Blyden, a post say Dr. Samura Kamara has just checked in at the Ahmed Sekou Toure Airport. This now another Drodro we become. Airport where in Conakry, Republic of Guinea. In final destination, na London. Ici presse attaché Sita Touré, c'est Leone Embassy, Conakry, Guinea. Then he writes now say, the above is a public notice issued just now, and today, Thursday the 4th of May 2023, from Sierra Leone Embassy na Conakry, Guinea. He say, in just reproduce, in just post waiting and post. I am reproducing it on this my popular Facebook page so that it go give a wider audience. He say na make go pull outside pull up. Also accompany the update that a photo. He say we then sent to him by my other credible but non-embassy competent sources. But by the picture, Samura Kamara has done the right Africa Intelligence Day. They say they be take the picture just now. Now outside na Conakry, Guinea. So where Silver Blyden don't post this. Now in the embassy na Guinea say that Lala Pinta we Dr. Silver Blyden dey pa let them not mix them dey. The embassy pull press release. The Embassy of the Republic of Sierra Leone in Guinea wishes to draw the attention of the general public to a publication making out on the social media Facebook page. The official Facebook page of Dr. Silver Blyden purporting a public notice released on the travel of Dr. Samura Matthew Wilson Kamara, we come out to the Sierra Leone Embassy in Guinea on Thursday 4th May 2023. The embassy want for wish for make this known to the general public for say that public notice day, not to the embassy authority. Pulanado. So therefore, then they disassociate themselves from the said public notice. Not to the embassy pull-am, and they no get nothing for do with them. They say the embassy of Sierra Leone, where they Guinea, want for make the general public know say any publication where then they pull. In the day, now they letter head, and then they endorse them with the official seal of the embassy. So this one I read so are from the official letter head and the seal lady. Alright. Let's go back to Silver Blyden. So after the embassy pulled that, now Silver Blyden come back. Because not to I go put her. The always Silver Blyden say he post. Not to letterhead, not to pen paper. I copy and paste. I copy and paste. Okay. So If embassy na Conakry want for chastise Sita Touré for that public notice, let them do and they to themselves. And let them get Sita Touré for make it talk say he don't take back what he writes. But to do ya, una left me out of una embassy in fighting. Hey, Auntie Sylvia. Okay. Guinea embassy una yeri, eh? That's what Auntie Sylvia say. But you don't left and do. Now you drag SLPP can inside now. SLPP, if you now want for watch serious intra SLPP beefing, SLPP the beef SLPP, una check una ambassador Almami. That's not the Sierra Leone embassy na Guinea, the ambassador. Una check una ambassador Almami. Where il fait una presse attachée Sita Touré na Guinea. A nasty for watch so. That's what Auntie Sylvia see. Edouam, eh? Edouard, na the embassy. He don't left and in. He drag SLPP inside the back. Must this say in option not to that same credible source? We be talk to her like for that Zainab Sharif in case. Eh. Okay. So you have lied in Nakne the left para. What see maybe they expect though? Like I don't know, maybe in a personally Sita Senatora. Because in the claims in a Sita Senam. But now you post. We not you screenshots where they show we say true na Sita. Na imposter. Eh? Me I not see. Because me feel to say if na be me, we reach that side, unless if na personally Sita send and to Ram. But this is not your anyway. Because if na you source, you know how for expose, you know they talk the name. So for sure, maybe something on WhatsApp is sent to her. I make. But what are things that happen during the week? When are some of this and some of the things that when they burn me chest, I listen on the table. Welcome on board, friend. Your summary for the week, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Triple A, for giving me the platform. They called me up for a summary for the week. And thanks to listeners all on day with me. And thanks again for talk with through. The event of the week in Boko, we don't bring the issue of how them try for credits the nominees them or the candidates them. We see the rallies around. We see even the Afrobarometer who them bring up, but then specify on the economy and corruption. So we don't see all NTI don't go on, and we don't see the alliance issue between NGC and the SLPP, and we'll be able to point out that point a few things and the one they will be concerned about in that area where they not put any agreement for see how they go settle the internal dispute in case NGC and SLPP get issue. then we don't get point 2 and I think point 1 and talk of point 12. Now the area they wouldn't agree, but then get different agreement points. So we don't discuss that. So talk about other thing then. But here now we don't highlight this week again. They started that area of what a key where you bring up. Then you talk of the C coach in all for the people in who they get service, how they go get in service. This thing I would only talk you don't bring them up, how then either they are look sensitive in terms of transport and goods and for can inside the country. If we know able get thing would help let things in Canada the country where go can be useful for in terms of service or na something na projects they want to do or even things and commodities they wouldn't bring for sale, how this thing water key they affect. But what you mean land recently about water key, I just not get the name of the company. One of their freight company, I think they suspend them agreement to them being get with government. If not that now one of the thing we government be with the parliament been they discuss and pass before then last bill there wouldn't they talk about. But I not just can't get the name, but I know I'm calling it, but I know see one of the popular freight company lost the arrangement because of after thing they will not be go well. I'm not going to say that they affect this, but this they show you how that place, the function, the way it get for function. Because if we don't get something there, we don't do for long, we go till we see we don't want to get una pull her, then I left give power to one, then we're not able to look into waiting the cause in their own go able to push before, either because of tax or one get, or either because of the whole system. That's not a thing we really look. But what you always ask when the politicians and they come, because this is now campaign time and election time they come. What you will see most of the time with the doubt if the campaign is nationally focused. Because if you they get a campaign where look nationally focused and you message where you give during the campaign is nationally focused, and then you they get that moment where you they try for show you as a candidate, and you they show that moment there for say now this Naim we want for do. So now this now we campaign message. But because most time during then campaign message there, where it before don't be like a point where they see the campaign message, they carry substance. In other words, when you do something now, you come to power, the stage between you campaign and you come to power, then from come to power now would just be another campaign message for you. In other words, say like the time where people be in the campaign, during the campaign, they come with a slogan, say, then get a slogan saying new direction. And they can get that slogan they wouldn't tap and tap the. But would they see political campaign people and they come for give slogans. And then when you don't give slogan and then you don't come to power, of course, that slogan they will you don't work on. If you know a national campaign message, if you put us in a national development, you can put for a campaign focus, then when they talk of watershed movements, now when a time where you don't say this movement, I don't bring change. And that change day, I go rely on for be part of my message for the campaign. Sometimes I'm not going to even talk too much because that's already the slogan don't work. But because of sometimes they bring the slogan and then you see the campaign message, you see say a national one word and they bring sometimes in the speech. But when you come to translate now, for let them go see, well, would they get we will increase people and no one. Then you go see say waiting the campaign day. Now sometimes it can either misleading or it can be not to real hope. Who would they expect from that day for say hope get for day. But the campaign, what are the time for see is the campaign get for be a national way where you go get your message for go. You get for get a national focus on your campaign. You get for sell your market. You know, your conscience you get for be clear and your message get for be focused. You get for get that reality. You say, now me a candidate the one for bring me come. Now waiting, now me your history. In other words, waiting I don't do who will connect me with them voter there. But when you bring a message with a slogan, say for example, another slogan we see in 2008, another years then we see Obama out in campaign, he get in campaign slogan, he get how they call him Trump get young campaign slogan, he get yes we can, you don't want to say make America great again. So you they see these campaigns, then you they see you and the media bring you near now, say now traditional media, they around. How our message go, how this campaign go be focused, how me go able for tell the people and for them go understand. That draw you near now traditional media, wherein that go draw we can to waiting Sierra Leone don't drop to at the moment in terms of press freedom. Because when you talk of campaign, when you talk of your message, you talk of the media, you talk of how your message will go through, how you involve the traditional media, how your campaign message will go, how you focus for let you go change some things. In this moment, where I bring pattern, or say I bring the idea for say I invent this, or I bring this idea for say, well now, I want for bring Macaulay Street for let it go be a place for let them where they will come for come well for let them go get the when after the operation and go ready for treatment. Okay, you go ask a question. Say this is a moment where it will be historic. For let we get something further. Or we say we don't translate this particular moment. Sometimes you go question say no because you don't question them. If you go into that particular Macaulay Street, you go talk say now you don't break the chain of that point of what they say, you talk of primary health care, you talk of the secondary and the tertiary. In other words, primary health care, you get the community health care. So you don't break that chain the where you go say the people are not the community side where they go for the primary health care. So that one day you the question say it will be like a more than one way until people are not going to access or for load and go identify. But when you relate that back again, you say, well, they try for say, they develop the health. But the question is, when then people are when the massive ship they come, then they come with the ship where it's so big because once we don't visit them in Gambia, Goody, I entered it one time because of the church when they walk and a lighthouse, we been there in a ferry junction, a saloon, but they been open in Gambia, they been get a branch there. So because of that, we been go for outreach. I actually enter there, you see, it's like a big town. You get everything inside. When you come on now go you they go, and they admit you there. But the question here is, I've been seeing them been go ask for let this particular ship come na saloon, but I don't know. If now the people because when massive ship they organize something, now something where some of the doctors they say they give money for the transport so that they go travel. Some they can come during the process. But the point here where the drive was they can well organized in the way wherein they not need short things them. Instead, what in them they do, they actually go to the community and go build because like Gambia, because now they don't see more because that time when they come, they go build the police station after that strike will be needed. Then build health center. But that not a part of them work. The treatment is solely inside the ship. They can do extra program them. So I don't know if that's not part of the extra program because I'm not go in detail for noting they fund them. But the point here is they are always ready for let them go serve. So either they come where they're not well prepared, they see when they come, or they not get the numbers, that's questionable. Or now the government defend funds on that side for develop that one day. But the point here is then left a primary health care where go be a point of contact for the people and well-being at that place there. So they're not going to misinterpret something or people and get different way for look some things well then why they come for treat, how they go keep them here again, or if now other module where massive ship don't bring, I don't know. But there is a need for letting try still get a primary health care center and then area and people will get contact and some secondary treatment we then go able to go before. That's now one point. You bring again the area wherein you talk of the so-called the sea coach, you talk of the service of EDSA. But as I've been talked before, say when you they always leave out the media and you they leave that traditional media where it be say the press now they always get information because when we look salon we get a lot of press area that will go pass the message. But when you bring the index like I've for talk here, the index for they don't fall. We not they give press freedom. The TV state then they not they give them that right there too much. The way where the press freedom, if you don't they go up, but now we don't count on I think at 28 places backward. So you the campaign, you they try for pass a message, you get the traditional media, you they get you ideas the way they try for bring. You they say they promote for let things go well through development, you talk of water key, what it will bring come. They talk of health, what it will bring come. But when you bring the media for let them go pass the message there, then at the same time you they get people them working then at the background. We would expect say, some of them back there, you see the way where they can disrupt, and then now they get the content where they disrupt, where they always they disrupt. In other words, I know they say now fake news, but most times now the news they are you can see they disturb, because when you they distribute information for let you go, you they get other people where they get if the message they will only work well, so you see the challenge where the media they get. But you as the government now you place for let you go enable the traditional media, because you get the TV station, you get the radio station, you get the other press them, you get the magazines there, you get the software station like what they do. But it all comes down to when you begin you organization for say attract people them for let them go come for follow me your idea. You know they bring thing where they say this movement now watershed movement say this I don't bring EDSA I don't change. CLSG don't come for let a movement. So it is a watershed movement. You bring them inside the campaign. You watershed movement of things that what you for do. You say you do them now, and then what you do them they are not done properly, because all them things that we don't call so most of them are not done properly. What if for be business, organized well. The boat where they come out salon and go Guinea, organized well. The price, they not organized well. The service, organized well. Now they bring electricity because you not organize them well. Where can they talk about the lights now specifically? Actually organize them well. Why? Because the CLSD supposed for don't be monitored, properly done. Now water boom boom now they fall down because then they repair them. Because of that, what thing they happen? Freetown they get light. But you question the CLSD, because the CLSD, then we don't tell we then go connector. Now the transmission system where boom boom get. So that was the biggest error. The time when we don't begin and pull and far na every coast, can with antenna at the borders, wait there now, where the next stage was for let them find the system where we will work with that connection based on the type of grid what we get and the connection. For them be specific and special. We don't see them tell we say somebody don't come or engineers they don't come for can check the system where the CLSG they do na Freetown, get automatic system. When they connect them with another electric system, it has to be automatic, because when one they drop, the other one they automatically cease. There should be something when automatic, because they bring source of energy from different areas. So when they bring her inside, they see they get problem. When you join her into one set, it give problem. So in other words, then before don't get a special line, a special design line from the government, the funds that will be don't come, the things that will be don't put in place, the projects that will not put. Now been watershedding ideas that time they for change the lights, but una come with another idea say, well, now we just connect them to the boom boona. But that not in now be the initial stage. Boom boona supposed for don't connect as hydro, it pump in your way. The electricity when CLSG, they connect on your until they therefore get a new connection for that CLSG separately. Where they go spend money per we I don't know when the money have come for the connection and lining, how far those spending they don't go. But because again, people are not involved in media. The media even work way for them they get where the information have to go, so that the public go get them. So that the information could go. So what's going to happen during campaign? I will not get much for do again, because the thing is there in practical. Because the people and they see them, because they get adverts, they see publicity. But when you go now, more of things where they can't tell you say, well, the lights not go out today, or this not go happen today, or the power bank. But then get for really try for go over that CLSG, sort them out in a technical way, we go able for match with we own system of electricity in that place there. Because they rush for bring her inside, whether na campaign method for say we don't achieve, or na away. But when you look at the time where they don't connect now, and the service what they pay for to Ivory Coast, and the service where they come, let the people then get, not equal. Because when they pay for an acting, what they don't go sign for. Just like you they say, so certain amount, and when they buy this bundle, who they pay for them. So it left to how you they spread them. They might freeze it, but they don't go freeze and that way. So it all comes down to how una go look una economy in development and how una go bring things and we go able for say this now one way they change the history and the course of development. But when they change the course of development and development not the day and the structure they and the thing one are the finishing product for the electricity not the day, will not they get progress. So you see all them things there they come. You see ECSL back, they come inside with the idea for let them go come inside. With how the campaign method go able for go before for well then go bring the message say then candidates there now the message this wouldn't they bring. But we not go too much into ECSL because with their own issue now it's a bit critical, difficult for all to understand because you talk of slogans and signs in terms of campaign. So, but you as a neutral somebody, when you look at the media, because this that the media you will work with today now towards the national agenda. But when you bring message, you left them, then the media and then the one that we get for capture them, where it be say then get for pass on. They see that development they come. So it all comes down to how government we want for come. How then go able for use then your personal history, meaningful, what you don't do, and what you able to do will go interpret and the development. If your history where you not be consistent, where you not possible the come on they go so, and you words the way they say, the things the way they bring come, they know can fit in from outside and bring you for do development. Now the big question they come because most time if on the outline the way you think, then for the outline, the way you approach. But when they look and then things they are we don't day. If now archive day, if now media don't go do survey, say like the one where you don't put so the recently an issue now what I know, you put on there, you advertiser, people don't go for go look. How then go say, well, let's say I don't happy. How go look from what in the media don't give it. Instead, sometimes then go just say, well, you don't can't say something against your institution, or you don't talk say EDSA now useless thing because EDSA then they try for bring come then you. Well, I don't know if they're not listen to them. EDSA supposed for they bring come then you survey then you. Things and what they don't do, say then fault there we can to the government. Then they bring them up to the media, but then they bring come finished product message to the media. And when they bring finished product message, say we don't do this, we don't put this electrical thing. Now you pay electronically for let you will get electricity. You develop the way where you go get money. But when they develop the way where the people and they get their service, development not they do. You know they develop the way where the people and they get their service for health, they go before. Because if they develop and for let you go get more money for that health center and I'm a colleague. So when you go now, they go charge you there. All is to get more money, but not to let the service go. Wherein we will compensate. This is a turning point on a point where we go for we will get development will go before. But it all comes down to the simple things that we will go able for channel. How we go able to give rights to the right people then. How the media, now it's more important at this time, how they go able to give them the right. But we don't see how they shut down TV there. We see them they arrest certain journalists. You don't even a victim of that. You get somebody who related one for different things. Just go let them hold on. All these kind of things they say. Then they say we get press freedom. We they spend this and this. But they see the journalists them back. Then they come for let them go try. For let them go fight the fake content straight to them they get. You see the journalists and they gather I verify. But it is left to how far then go give them space, how far then go help them for let them go develop. So this will be a turning point, not just for a moment. It will always do it. Where they then go turn to say this now the way we will get access for confirmed information we true. We will not say it true. How themselves go get because themselves get forget wide range for get the information. Just like you try for go to the archive or BBC for understand if they get this. But we know say it all comes down to the space, the knowledge where people and they get, the creative technology that we don't get, how you go bring them things there together, how you go get the skills of people and we go able for work inside that CLSG for can make it look fine. You survey what we don't do inside it. Then you go establish all them wire and then go create production. Because you get the artists them back. Okay, so don't understand what they do film. You get the one that what they do invention there, what they see them on the street. How you go bring all the advanced thing there towards development with the resource that we get, the skills, the creative, and the knowledge, and you go approach. But it all comes down to people and individual mind. Because once politicians, their mind is there in terms of for sell them page or sell them business or sell them new idea, where you know they turn to development in terms of where they for act. Now, not the big problem in terms of rushing for let them go see. When they do rushing towards let them see something with technology, it become cosmetic and technology not a thing we need step. Now you need process. And when the process don't go through, that's the event. For see, we don't launch CLSG. We don't connect them. Once we connect them, there should be no more disturbance. That CLSG is supposed for able for giving enough electricity if the connection is there well. Because then therefore use what the energy come for transporter into different areas. But because of we not get that technology for let we will use that particular CLSG, we not go ever benefit until they change that line connection and then we will go able for help before. But we all the hope say we will able to get politicians them we go come and get a national focus campaign, a national focus way for build the nation, a national way for let them go put things together. You know, go use the media for can say I go advise, but I go up in the media for can say this. Like what you go say back matters. An example, we go see him recently before we go. I didn't call him gentle. We see a message where they give a good message of development, but you see say it be passionate. They give to a specific group. They talk about how they change the idea for say let Creole no go rule there again. The word Creole or the word ethnic or tribe, you know, for put and they you look of things that we want for we specify say now yeah I want for develop and then method they are for use and use and use. If I get for stop flood, now this and this I go do. If I want for stop poverty, now this and this. If I want bring water, now this and this. But if they say the tribe will do this, what thing you go justify say now because of Creole development not there. So you get for justify say okay now the Creole around there that this particular thing they don't do. No, you when you look national development, because remember the city is part of the country. Once development did it is spread out. So now in other one is national, you go see now local side, but it is spread out because now they people then get for copy. But when you specify a national program to a particular tribe, say now this method, this tribe not forbid this, then you change your perception or the way you approach. The one that we get sense say, this might be don't talk this tradition about religion. You don't talk this about this. You don't talk this. What it really aim? Now politician or now somebody who for firm place who it go help for develop instead of kind into politics for let it go can create a more tension. Now what you create tension? Now so the tensions and they go now like a rapid thing. It turn and it outburst just like inflation. When it pump tires, they pump them. When you explode them, when it too much air, the force they make it explode. But don't forget capacity. Now right they weigh them, you test them. So all this not to tension that we want in the country. The media use them. You archive daily. No say the archive daily. Now what you don't say left. Use the media sensibly. Any campaign we use the media sensibly and use a focused one where we are going to get nation building. What in them bring inside, we are going able to use them well. You cannot tell people the money who don't come, how you don't go. So these are all what they ask for. So we'll get a national focus campaign and anything will be towards that one day. The media, let them give them a chance for develop. And the one day we get forget the message, let them understand what they need for understand, not to just forget them hope, not to real hope. Thank you very much for giving me the platform. And thanks a lot. Again, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Usfriend.
Yes, I am.
I want to say thanks to Usfriend for your summary for the week. I'll come with Alpha. Hey, what in gets for the week? Welcome on board, Alpha. You summary for the week, sir.
Yeah, Tripoli, thanks for having me. I want to say good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all the listeners. Summary for the week, and also today and Saturday, I get few talking points. This week we've done so. We talk on President Bill, the conduct Afro Barometer report for President Bill. And we also look at APC, the nomination of Dr. Samura Kamara, then followed by SLPP. And we watch one more things them inside the week. But again, like you always say, if you miss anything, let them go back na the platform, na Facebook, na YouTube, then go able forget anything we'll talk on. Today na Saturday, I just get few points then for talk on. I talk on ECSL, and then I will talk on water resource or water development now, Freetown in particular, or Western area. First of all, ECSL, I think say by this term, ECSL for don dey in the position for present a full data of all who that qualify for votes na Freetown on a salon. Yeah, I don't know. I stand for be corrected. I don't think say that list they don't may be made available. It means if it don't be made available, it means people then don't collect their ID card and done that system, that particular data they don't be collated. But again, if it's not yet be done, I'm afraid time is too short because there is no more time for make political party then go able for like verify the data then they and then get them participants or get the staff they ready for man all the police stations. Them it's too short, so we get less than um 70 or 80 days, less than that now. So I think say ECSL for able for stand up with the time. Yeah. And I think now one reason this would they make them be tell we say they're not able for conduct the first past the post, they say because time not in their favor. So if then they up till now we not get that list day out, I'm afraid it's going to be a lot and lot of challenge. Another thing why I not see it, I don't try for call myself young people and we are able for contacts na the na salon day. Then ACSL me tell we say they don't sign MOU with civil societies them. I'm yet to see at the follow-up newspapers them for see the civil societies them they out there actively they sensitize or teach people them how this PR system they go. Not only political party, because political party then get the young winner for galvanize support or voters for themselves. ECSL now then come up with the PR system. It's their responsibility, it's their mandate to teach and educate people on how the PR system they go, not only the political party. So we need to make that very clearly they know. And like I say, time not in their favor anymore. And don't let them delay drag foot, even for print the voters. I mean the registration cards them we see say it don't bring serious delay until then give it black and white. So it's a really call for concern. If people political party they not think say it's serious, then I think they are joking. Even the SLPP they are joking. Yeah, because if you not able to forget the full database of people and we don't collect ID card, we don't win and qualify for votes, then I don't know who say then go able for when they go get time and how they go able for like ascertain say this not the correct one. Yeah, the other two I want to talk about again, ECSL are still there on them. First time voters, they may tell we say they go try for pull that list, they then go this, then go that. That blank card we them buy, that almost 1,000 blank card we them buy, waiting and they do them. Not so for first time voters, then with them pictures, they not me come on waiting and call, then not able for sort that out because collection of ID card me don't done. They don't say now only na the regional offices them then they go collect ID card. Like I say, how long or when they go before do all this collation? Then they say well X amount of people then they don't collect the ID card now then this now the one then the. It's time going and honestly some of we get serious concern on the outcome of this election. ACSL then stand a great opportunity for make them conduct this election in a free and fair mode. And until then document they be available, political party they're not able for monitor the voting system, because if you know the total amount of voters them, then how well you able for monitor them. So it is but very, very much important. Now that make when they tell you say if you not get your ID card, you will still go vote. It's a great concern for we don't go through voting system now for Freetown day. It make us say so me work for ECSL, not to ECSL, what them they call themselves. I work for them almost 2 term. When people and they come with the name, you're not able to identify them directly based on the information in the car with. Now look, you get for go look inside the system for them. It's really, really challenging. So it should be set as early as possible. Let people and don't know say, okay, well, me, I don't set now this I get for go votes then in the day. It should be very, very much clear. So it's going to ease the tension now the polling stations them. Not to say then therefore wait 9 minutes. Now really because cast they begin. Another thing I want for talk about ECSL, the last one, then I'll go to the development things that I want for say again. Now that all the small political party, and then me tell we say first now most party me qualify. The question I want for ask, there's small political party now, then don't meet the qualification where ECSL put, where say you forget regional offices, them or waiting and call them, and most of now then district, if I don't get offices, then now all the districts, them or waiting and call them, don't do them. Certain thing that I don't know how ECSL want for take people or PPR students SF. It's a great concern. You know, go don't treat other political party them, then you wonder what think say this, then they in your favor and they give what them call. They make them very clear, me call your schooling party, then disqualify them. Based on he not go through this, he not go that, he not make that day. But then you party or then small party, and then go through all their system, then that's a big question where we want for the answer. Yeah, because if then they condemn, or if they're able for block friendly your schooling party, we get in constitution, it don't make it don't go through in process. Then people actually say this, qualify. Then we beg for ask this question. Then political party where they come now so. And we all know them where them just they tell we say this don't go do nomination, this don't go waiting and call. Then get regional offices or then get offices, then are all the districts them. It's a great question. PPRC and NEC they able help for answer because lock the space per one and then you open the space for other person. Then you say that they not qualify. If not, they open the space. Everybody will qualify for already go nominate or wait for stand and stand. It's a political. It's a democratic state. They're not for try for control or let's say for tightening the democratic space. Everybody get right for TINAP for election. And I'm own take for ACSL. Now go to development. Of course, Usman don't take in time talk about the lights. President Biota we say the lights okay. Now only I call a small problem or waiting and call. But just like what you said, they say in AAA, the fact remains the one way they not get cleaning or problem first. Yeah, na challenge. But when they make when they launch this CLSG or waiting and call, then tell we say we get 3 source of electricity in a saloon. Why now blackouts na problem? For call people and now say we be able for talk to before the matter say well phone they not charge your lights not the. It's a really call for concern. Yeah, let's talk about the water. I think Guma Valley, I think they send a budget for dam or whatever. I think say we they call on even if it's SLPP they continue or APC they can power whosoever party. Yeah, because we know we court line right now because today the meter we say now 2 political party qualify. Now we don't see other one them don't come up. Yeah, the lamp and this other one them. Anyone we win, who will they bake? Do you let them conduct a survey for this water business? Not able to forget a sustainable water supply in Freetown on a saloon. From the time when they make Guma Dam up till today, now that same Guma Dam, the population don't quadruple. The same Guma Dam. So how you expect water for the all side? They don't tell we say they don't get development experts. They will go do research. We go able for look at how water they waste, the kind of water they waste for the day. All the things that they make people are not able to forget water. Therefore, don't do a lot of research. We go tell them waiting at the problems them. When they want for past pipe them. Una no say beaucoup people dey connect na pipe. Before that, una dey go make one person go take one small rubber pipe, e pass am. The one grain area, you go get past 50 rubber pipe, they go na gutter. Why they no go sit down and say, you know what, you know, pass one major pipe na ya way, una go able for connect from them pipe then they. It reduce the amount of pipe the way they did na the gutter. So many things that they will for able for get solution to. I don't know. I think this narrative will make me say the city, even education system get problem. By now, then for the teacher to call social innovation at university. Social innovation a whole module, a whole course na where somebody they specialize on. Problems where you able for watch it, you don't need technology for solve problems them. But see, I know we always where sit down they go na office job number you think of. You know, able for come on the street, go do research, think say, this gutter get boku pipe them. Why we not reduce the pipe them and get one sizable pipe or whatever pipe they pass, people and just connect from and direct go to their house. Other than you go buy 7-hole pipe, you pass on at the gutter, one person no more. You know, something and it's easily solved if we sit down and do thorough research. But Guma, they not get them people and they. When you check the water in the waste pass almost go na one grain area, if you see water where they run a street, people and they just they cut pipe. Why they not go cut pipe? But when you pass a major big pipe, where it will reduce the amount of small pipe the way they na the gutter, it will help for solve the problem. I don't know why we not sit down and think as Sierra Leoneans them how for settle some of them challenges they are. Take the one grain my 13 dam, small dam. Look almost population in our western area, rural and urban, depending on that particular dam day. Why we not go get water shortage? When you check before the season this now May, July, August, if I need reach July, August 5, the dam don't overflow. All the rest water na waste in the waste. Can't they think for get a second dam? Can't they think for increase that dam day? The kind of money what the politician and they spend, if they cut that money they into two, it will help for solve some parts of the water problem. I don't know why we not they think as Sierra Leoneans them. But again, something and the way you talk back, he didn't blame them. When you put square peg around na the result they get. For them, you put right and qualify people them, now that for support your political party, now they put in a position, even if you not qualify. Now this government will see nurse, then go make a press asache or go make a presidential I call a spokesman. Nurse because they attack people in social media. Whose result you expect and forget? You know they get positive results. Send them na the nursing field or na the medical field, they perform they well. So this way it's a bit talk law bring and come. No. Is that his qualification? Is that a qualification? No. If we start for begin call things by their name, like when my brother Kisele will call a spade a spade. Trust me, Sierra Leone they go up. But it's sad. Every day from one problem to the other, go down. I don't know where they go. Up till now, the basic needs that one government from independence, not able for settle one government. None not able for giving sustainable solution to them thing they need. None. Now that they talk about making a manifesto or making a debate. What is the debate gearing towards? Now for can't lie per we. So okay, we can't do this, we can't do that. How you they do and they're not going to tell we, then just they give you blanket statements there. Then at the end of the day, 5 years go down the line, many people will lost their life because of them amenities, then they know they. Then you want never can dance for you in a street. You know, sometimes our politicians should be honest, first of all, to themselves before them go able to make a difference as alone. But if not, AAA, another 5 years will go down the line back, we still not go get change. It will go back 10 years, we still not go get change because you know what they do? The politicians post not honest to themselves, they not like the country. Not until they start to do that, then we will begin for see change. I think that I'm your take Tripoli. Thank you very seriously, one sponsor.
Thank you very much, Alpha.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I want to say thanks to Alpha for your summary for the week. How are you? You self get forget opportunity because Saturday everything goes. So even if you know me three they talk, or you get something for talk, definitely your voice go be heard. Welcome on board, Umar. What you get for me today?
Well, thank you very much. I want to say thank you to Wilfred. Who's Fred? I said Wilfred. Who's Fred? And also we younger brother now, the great country of Canada. You know, I don't know. It's tough. ECSL, they're not gonna forever do what are they listen to me, brother Alpha, they labor so much. And rightfully so. Now because of the things that they enjoy. Now then this part of the world. So when they see then things and they come to pass. Now this one nation what we all love so much, it's painful. But I tell you, my brother, Africa in general, now the worst continent when it comes into democracy. Africa, I don't say this over and over, Africa not a democratic continent. Now the West, they try for sure, now we know, because they give you money, we take them. We take them what we don't know what for do with them. And we hold on our hand, and we they misuse them, we they abuse people, but we they use the name say democracy. Democracy not in Africa. Maybe some countries and then now where they go now the little bit cleaner, good apart. But you know they was probably they say something about journalism. Every country in Africa they kill journalism. Kenya do them the last election. Let me talk about that. Guinea, Ghana, Salon not for talk. Mother be your kind of power. He go for go watch football. For God's sake, he go for go watch football. Now they in bodyguard them beat a female journalist for no reason. Then they go give small money. What about 4, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, when them pay then they go grab? What in that small money they want to reach $200 go do for them? But now this we get in Africa. And then nobody not tell me say that this government no more. Hell no. Hell no. Because I followed last election. One very, very bright journalist by the name of Samura. That guy then have been policeman. Now he become, I think he go back to FBC, he study journalism, he become a journalist. And that guy he be so thorough, he been always, that this guy, for some reason, in memory, is always stick in my head. This guy been so thorough on his submissions them na AYV. But he been always to go after APC because of them bad governance. One day help Thomas Dixon. I think that Thomas Dixon are the only are the same Thomas Dixon, I think so in relative or not they all then are the same I don't know if whatever journal company we didn't get, but Thomas Dixon know the guy very well. In fact, now Thomas Dixon people let me the call when the guy passed away. Just because that guy they been the geek journalism, they give him mind. APC then kill the guy. They kill the guy. Now that be involved Ernest by Chroma and Pekin. They say Ernest by Chroma and Pekin be involved. Now that guy they done beat and head with sticks. Now Commonwealth die. Very, very promising young man, Samura. Anytime I think about that guy, they were trying to run me eye. If they can have been one of the contributors all the time that AYV during 2017, 2018, they kill Anna Salon. Ernest by Kroma in regime. In Peking, now I make the Peking run away. When them catch the another guy, then when them catch that former mayor and one other guy where now the spokesman for the Ministry of Agriculture. Now guy will be then a Philly. When them put them a cell like Pademba now they say they left them. How they end up left them, what to make them left them, I don't know. But Samura died just like that. For no reason, Samura died. A very promising journalist. He don't do APC, nothing. Just because he say what in the no one for Yeri. Kill a man there for no reason. Another one again, fast track. This government. Salute to Janjalo. Just because he called the chief minister at the time for asking questions about $3 million we're shutting or rest. Inside in office, now the CID then go play game with them. Like say they want to write something for them, or they want for publicize something for them, then do advert for them in newspaper. Say they lure them out, then bring them out of in office. Now they arrest them. They arrest the boy, the young man, so much that one of him foot near the touch, the other foot they touch, the other foot near the touch, just because he questioned the former chief minister. So what they said here, Africa no democracy. Salute Janjalo not do anything. All he do is call the man in office, say, me na so journalist, na so a risa. Now true. That man get million things them for do. But arrest and one of the wrong thing them for do. Ignore the call, not respond. Yes, if it happen. Journalists then they go to politicians then. Or people that way something can happen, fraud or corruption. And then the answer. But you they send CID policeman then go beat the young man, arrest the young man, put him in jail. From that day, over 3 years or 2 years, now Salute to Janjalo, it just lost. The young man just lost. Like say them one and say, the devil will hope you more again. The next one and I kill you. I know you read that young man again. And they watch AYD now, and then they see him face again, and then they can again as a contributor, because me no say the man will get AYB now, all the dining and whining with SLPP. So then go down tell and say this man will not answer again. Now you television station. Just because the boy they're doing your own job. Just because the young man they're doing your own job. So when we talk now about democracy, Africa are the wrong place for democracy. Democracy, they say, I can always say, na double-edged sword. Not for Africa. Africa man, then we brutal. Now we all in at the same road with China. When we say today na red, anybody else say green, na for kill you. That's not Africa. In make China they communists. Because when them pass law say that this we want, now they want. Nobody there say thing. But they're not in a democratic state. So we're not saying a communist. But here we are with a capu something where we're not able. Just because then the people then where they stock and we want for that we do they give you money, and we now left that money they go. So we embrace the democracy. We don't even know the meaning of democracy. We don't even know the meaning of democracy. You get police, they sit down, Mr. Selu, they sit down, they talk, say, if somebody talk, say, Mara be your thief money, that person need them for arrest. Can you believe that? A one old police chief say anybody will say stuff like that, they for arrest them. If that kind of democracy then we get in America, like all man don't die. Because in fact, Fox News not for even exist. MSNBC not for even exist. CNN not for exist. Because if you go to Fox News, if you read the word them where they guide and they call Biden, the word them where they get for Democrat people them. Same thing. MSNBC. Same thing. Obama and I will see them make two of them. Make a like Babu. Make a like Babu. Now then Southern State, they call her all kind name. I remember one time with them in the interview, Obama and sister. Na Kenya. during the tour Obama go visit Kenya and say, oh no, you really, how you can feel about things and what they say, when people in America, things and the opposition, things and what they say about your brother, things and what they can talk, how you can feel. Now he say, you know what? My brother tell me, say, and read the resume, really clear, and the application. So he know what he know very well what he be going to. He decide for take the job. Now that Africa leaders they don't know. You know, say when you become as a politician, you're a public servant. Then why they not for ask you question? Why they not for talk say you thief? Why they not for talk say you they lie? Now Salona the only country people, even we on radio station AAA, but they say we not for talk say this president that lie the lie. Why? Then who say what the democracy? Even here, people that say law not tell president say they lie. Then I understand. Then law we become Saudi Arabia or Kuwait or China. Now that democracy can with brothers and sisters. We for able to look mother be and say you they lie. You can't lie where you they lie. You can't have for see. Now democracy. Because now they enjoying a ha. Who they see where people and they call Biden all kind name. Need to let they move. Not democracy. So why we for pick and choose? Anyway, now I'll talk about this developments way. Salon not go develop because the problem is we not get people we want for develop. We not get people we care about development. And this not to today begin. I can say this in another forums. Not to just this and as by Kroma-led government and Madabio-led government. In my own lifetime, I'm from Shaka Stevie. Where the white people they left train, they left bus station, they left good running water, street pump them been there, lights been there, corner they left and give Shaka Stephen. From where they move their hand, where Shaka Stephen take the M. Let anybody show me anything and all the things and the way Shaka Stephen repair. And watch them all die in hand. But at the same Shaka Stephen and the way APC then the hill. At the same Shaka Stephen and the way Akinyeri Sylvia Blyden. I mean, so then they are the crying inside me heart. Now, mortal man like that the way the hill. The man take the country, he drag them. Then they say, wait, people are not do this. Well, then left train. Because me old enough for see train. I old enough for see bus station. I old enough for see places like Delco. I old enough for see light been there. One been there at King Tom, the other one been there at Blacko Road. Why you not just hit the ball rolling and develop and make that and just whatever need now for improving, make them improve. Connaught Hospital. If for just say, okay, Lord broke that, the Chinese man them is still late. Diamond the boom. Lord build a bigger one. Where every patient go get in your room. Now the same I saw now with people in the Golden Dumper. Where they go for Golden Dumper, then iron mattress then they next to them na arata then they don't near them. Then they say, then the people in the grab back they say we get hospital. Mother be you not afraid God will make her. They talk say light day. Now small technical business now in the go on. This is not the problem. And the recent generation now when we own age group then like Mother be you then. We all day oversee now, we already ala so. Now then they give position and so. People like Keketoma, people like David Francis, people like in the Mame Ramanswari. I don't even know if he ever lived in the US. I'm not saying Africa, I didn't study. But then they see how everything's a good. The guy that they travel. But just because they want to do corruption, they not care, they not get that feel for say, you know what? Tomorrow, if I'm not in a power, then why they stifle so, I go need them tomorrow, and it will become a problem. Why not for fixer now? Now the reason that we been the maker, they always go after APC. Hey, why you don't go after APC? Why you don't go after APC? APC not done again. And then when I said, man, bull crap. Bull crap. The people let me did it. Why you they can't tell me now, say I vote for you back? Say they can't make something better. When that same thing they been there, you hold on for 10 years, you don't make a better. Then you allow vote for you back. What kind of a Christmas will you think of it? You think say we don't clean the money, when we sit down in Los Angeles, and they go on side, go friend crack cocaine, not only the good one, the dirty cocaine, now they sniff the money. Now then type people and the teacher they talk to. You the thing when they complain what they say it's not good, it's not nice, it's not better. It been there now you dispose of for 10 years. You don't do anything with that. But you still want another you can convince me. Say give me another chance, I can make them better. Really? Really? Now the Africa this is what we get. Now the people it's all about greed. Now me on turn this. SLPP been in a corner, then watch Aden Gaia been the rubbish money. Then watch Aden Gaia people like waiting I name self, that's the say guy. We get a stroke. We be whole Ministry of Labor also. Where that guy be they put money in a buff bag, that then Ghana must go. It throw on the ground. It be make a video when they talk say the Pagia ministry will better money, no better chap not be there. He convinced the power put on another ministry. We see Ernest by Chroma in small brother, in whole alcohol. It pretend for talk Chinese. It drink alcohol while they drive them. We see all the abuse here. So the abuse it go across the aisle. We see Ernest by Chroma, the same thing when mother be and sister and brother they do right now. Now Ernest by Chroma and brother be they do. The man be they do and they form Chinese, they talk Chinese. They drink rum, hoping can, he hold on hoping can. It ain't inside motoka. The guy who they drive and himself hold hoping can. And then they drive now a parade where people and they before them. What about if something happen where that guy they don't drink and mistakenly step on the gas pedal where he feels in a braking stepper, it kill them people out there before him. But it be all well and gloomy. Now the government and then what we get, brothers and sisters. So long we not TikTok. They're not better pass each other. I thank you very much, my brother. Thank everybody for Saturday.
All right, thank you very much, Omar. Now worry. Yourself go get opportunity, yeah? Welcome on board, Ezekiel. You get the platform, sir.
Thank you so much, Triple A, and all listeners. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. When I don't talk about everything we really need for be talked about, and brother Omar, he don't throw lights on how we democracy day, how discouraging the whole process day. We are the listen to them, and man, all hopes, seriously, all hopes is gone. And it not be saying a new thing in tell we. Every time they talk now, we come up with this same idea, the way how the culture they, the way how the country they, the way how power they in our country. Even if somebody come in today and set all this system in place, maybe rule for 5 years, for 10 years, it obey the laws and the rules of democracy, it put them in place. And that party come out of power, the other one come. And that leader not still want for obey that system where that one person don't put in place and in government. We go back to square one. Because up to this time, every time I think about it, I never see any hopes. Because even if the military gets separated from this idea and be strong institution, this person come, by the time they know all the leadership you don't change and put in your own stalwarts them. And all of a sudden, Anything we want to do now is backed by these forces. So every good thing we one person been don't put in place for let system work, it don't go down the drain. Where are we heading? How this problem will be solved? Hey, where in the talk, I mean, brain they go all over the place. My God, waiting, who side would they waiting go happen to we? I not still understand because again, one person come put this system in place. Everything works well. The judiciary system work. The parliament works. The military is separated. The police focus on what they do. But then one person come. He changed all that by force. He changed all the leaders that way then they in charge of the police, the military, every angle. He puts all the people in there. And then all of a sudden, it talks in and this I want. And you say no, the forces are ready to go down there and take care of business. We go back to square one. Who are we turning to? And this is why I always go back to you, young people, that the decision it therefore come back to you for let you make life a little bit better for yourself. Because I mean, I don't see any way out here. I don't see him. You know, somebody that the judiciary system, now court just not it want stand up for the truth. They come with auditing and then say, this posse here don't embezzle, this posse here don't embezzle. Well, the Attorney General or whosoever, he say, me, I go stand up, then people are able to be prosecuted. All of a sudden, now that man force them, they undermine. The man who he in power, he say, okay, Attorney General, you power, don't now. Let's put other man in place. And we go back to square one. Lord Jesus. So please, young people, decision decides whatever you want for column. It will decide your future. It will decide your wealth. It will decide your discouragement. If you decide for let them turn you to nonsense person, they can't give you more money, then you go all over the place, they go and chakra people. Where they lost power, now you then they come for. Then go deal with you. So now the decision where you make for takes more money and go out there and harass people. Where they not win or where they not they for protect you. Who's how you go cause that problem, now then they will go run after you. So that the decision where you go make today, now I go give you that future. Spend time, focus on yourself. Anything where you want to do, where somebody want for let you do, where neighbor for let want, always ask yourself, what's in the inside for me? The idea where all the book they will know where they say love your neighbor as yourself. Listen, they put the neighbor first, but that not mean saying that the neighbor first. If you love before you love yourself, you go only give what you get. If you not love yourself, there is no way where you go love your neighbor. Now the same thing where you for applying any decision where they take. Somebody say, Lord, go do this. See, don't force and process that now within your mind. This way they can go do. Waiting me go profit today. Life now about profiting yourself first before you begin for profit others. Nobody. Let them not lie to you, say, oh, this now sacrifice that they make. No. That sacrifice, there's always a motive. Anything we man do, motive day behind them. Whether you get money out of her, fine. Whether you get peace of mind out of her, fine. Or whether you get fame out of her. Let nobody not tell you they just they sacrifice me. Say, no, there is something in there for you before you they sacrifice yourself. Or by waiting. Now you come off Ululu. There is something in there for you. So always ask yourself, this way this politician want for la do, what thing go gain me tomorrow? And anything where you they ask yourself about how you go benefit from them, if you smart, you know what you mean by that. If you get woman, you get picking there, or you plan for married one day, or get picking there, or you get mama and papa, brother and sister. Anything will profit you, it will go down to them people you are all. Or anything will harm you, it will go down to them all. So always ask yourself, this plan or decision what they can make, what in they inside for me? Ladies and gentlemen, they no go come for rescue you. Everybody where they come, you see how you make a quickly switch? Money not day. Now money dey na that place, na they in don't go. Waiting they inside they for him. Now force he don't follow. Where a camper come, he say, wait and they give you $100. He want can't tell you about waiting. You see, waiting they inside for him. Now force a jumper. How about you begin to make that same decision for yourself? These politicians are in it for themselves. First, they spread unto their family before they think about you. They drop the crump for you, and then you take back you. They run after you. Compete Sierra Leone. Think, think, think. Because anything where you do to anybody, the old man, where they call me PhD uneducated philosopher. Now who don't walk ten family tell me any small thing way you do is enough for yourself. Because if they can't full circle, go destroy other people and today, and you feel say you are happy. My dear, give it a time. In order, sometimes the day way they camp by you, now the 10th of way not get any strength for revive yourself anymore. And that punishment they is long and horrible. So think twice before you make any decision. Ask yourself how it will benefit you, your family, your friends, and loved one, and you, anybody way that around you, now your environment, now your country, because any Sierra Leonean way hot is not able for hurt you today. Tomorrow, something, somebody, somewhere go hurt you. Deep one. Some man they worker, you the feel say it not the hot right now. It they burn inside, and then they are the worst one than they because it they affect all the system inside. So let them not show you. They say they're happy, not lie. Something the way they eat them up live. I make some man they drop you. They wonder how it end up for drop and die. So focus on yourself, your family, the environment, the town, the friends, and decide where you day for make sure say you not plant bad seed because tomorrow you go harvest the same. Thank you so much, Triple A. God bless we all.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel.
Yes, sir.
Thanks to you all. We don't able for listen from the panelists them. I open the phone line now. We'll take 5 calls. If you feel say you get something for hard. Now your opportunity, Saturday everything goes, but if you feel say we don't do everything we you be the expect of we today, then in the next 5 minutes we go left here. Yes, Mr. Williams. You don't turn off who side they listen.
No, they can't turn some.
Wait on an offline.
Yeah, don't turn off.
You get 5 minutes, sir.
Yes, Triple A. I don't listen the everything, and I tell good evening to everybody. So they far, with try to thank you and see the King Charles with the crown on today. Anyway, my father see the country, see how anything is so solemn, very solemn. When you see things that what a man for think, the way of doing things now for think. But today we'll see. We'll not see tomorrow on it. What you really bring down this registration of this president, and you see the EC chairman, and you see how he do things. You see, and you see how he do. I'm not a politics business. Nothing where I know it. Why I hate them bad in my life because the politicians already did. I'm not the good people. Them they all remember we the poor. You see, they remember them for themselves. But when we try for the fair, let we do things fairly. You see, when the president go register, you see how the welcome when the CM man welcome take picture all the time. And you see 5, what they call a commissioner, they all kinds. They take picture with them. When the APC man go register, he not take picture with that at all. No. He not take picture with that. Even the 5 registration, the commissioner there, they not take picture with them. They show a little bit of bias. Well, it just, they do, I don't know, but they show a little bit bias. If you remember at one time when I said this EEC man, commissioner, a Munku man, people refuse to say, now just one for this, say something. Now, man, they don't talk, say, don't buy it or say, that letter, we said, now civil servant man, you work on the civil service. You say, work on the civil service. They write me a Munku letter. When I'm boss, I can correct the letter. So when I can see it and say, and man, and they can't be the commissioner, they say, we're not a credible man. You see. And for where this man, for where he starts this process, nine question is this man not a good man. The man not be in the favor of, he not be in the art of, he not be for salon. But to me, if you go and help now, it is for SFP. And make it very be careful. Because the whole world they watch them. And we the salon people themselves they watch them. How we go bring this result come? How you bring this result come? How you go bring this result come? Salon people. Now for sure we'll see. How you go bring the result? This man not a good man. Now man we want bring on West kind of the country. Not a good man at all. He's not good today, he's not good tomorrow. He's not good. Why, when we register, we read that it against the young process, they say subject to Supreme Court. And not said already to the president.
No, you see him, sir. You see him to them all.
Yeah?
Yes, sir, to them all.
Oh, I see. We don't hear that. So, all right. As a subject to be correct, Everybody, I know, say no, I know, say I'm subject to be correct. All right. If you see, I'm fine. But, again, we come back to this other guy, when I'm Lehman. You see, they're calling for go, make you go answer allegation where they bring against them. They refuse to go there. They refuse. And the president will take action. He will take no action. And money down in there. Now what are they waiting for? That thing we do so now contempt of court. Before issue warrant of arrest. Well then he can go court. You see, ground. And Maui and a particular man when I ministry were involved. We na him na the right man for go ask the questions. Because of the performance we do. But time will speak. They go back down. It doesn't say we do anything in the it does get away. And look, a senior man, whether the military man, whether the military man, call out Jusu Goto, one of the finest military men. He called him, disrespect him. And the president will say, in a military man, he not discipline that guy there. He not discipline the man. Not discipline him. That's the only thing that they go happen. You policeman, that's for example, policeman can ask you, policeman can invite you, say, can't go to a police station. We get something. We will go question you. You refuse to go. Therefore, issue warrant of arrest immediately. Well, I don't know how the commission, I don't know how the commission set up. I don't know whether you get the legal background. Hello? Hello? Yes, okay. So that means Tinan and they say, to me, advice to some people, they will not fat, they will not do anything, they will reflect of that war when it be first, they will not happen in our country again. They will not happen. But as I say, everybody ready, everybody watch. We didn't at the place. Not at this time now, we are going to the member of parliament, we are going to parliament, we are quick row, we don't left, we don't go outside. Not at this time. This time, everybody will look how the election will go. And then for count, the result, everybody look at. May not be like that result, only be upline when the electoral commissioner person forge the number of the results. And up to now this they're not even publish the results. You know, Gazette, he's a man. This commissioner man. You know, he even publish the result. If a Gazette the result, you know, Gazette them. Do nothing not come up behind that. Just look the man. Just look the type of things the way they do. Not a man when not credible at all. But anyway, they will all look what they bring come. They will see the result they could bring come. All that we are now. You see, all that we are. Make, are they tell the all political party there, and they all open the yard and mountain fat food. They want to look what they go on. And my own contribution and down there.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Williams. Yes, caller, what are we talk to?
It's not Jonathan Goodrich from
Caller on WhatsApp.
Hello?
Yes, now you.
Yeah. Are they live, eh?
Yes, what are we talk to?
This is not Jonathan Goodrich.
Yes, Goodrich, you get 5 minutes, sir.
Okay. I got about three points then why we want make. One, na the Wataki issue. Two, na the Pelika and the transit of Samura in visit na Guinea. We've been getting information from the foreign ministry say then the issues can get visas then as Salona. Yes, they get countries then they would then they issue them visas then they. But according to the Schengen rule, the country where you go, where you get the embassy, then they drop first before you go to any other place. Belgium not gets embassy in a salon, so you get for go na Guinea for getting visa there before you go. The most important one what I really want to talk on are the Wataki. And you say you get a friend waiting at the place, but I advise Mr. Leone, more especially the one waiting in the United States, London, European Union. If you ship motokade, the person with the shipper with the ship for you, arrange with them, including the clearing. If you ship motokade, we don't put it inside container because one I waiting at that place and so one person they get one container, we get them combined containers. So say me not ready for pull me own thing, you ready for pull your own thing. Then at the end of the day, demurrage go come. All them problems they didn't our Wataki. Two, the demurrage, not to the custom, they in charge of demurrage, now the shipping company. Where you container can they now the shipping company now ain't get them. And the clearing agents them, when are the most corrupt one they will get in the country. They will not get a system. Today, Salon are the only country in the sub-region. Where you ship, you know they even know how much they pay. All the other countries that they ship today, you don't know exactly what they pay in Ghana, you know what they pay in Togo, you know what they pay in Guinea, you know what they pay in Senegal, including the landlord countries there. We not even get seaports. You just send and as long as you have your BL, you get your packing list, then the monitor and over there, then they tell you exactly how much you go pay. We just ship containers into customers where even they're not even there, they know exactly how much they go pay in that place. What thing then do now Wataki? Then get a surveillance committee where they set up between the customs or whosoever where they did it. Then get the evaluation team where you go there like you don't bring your bill and they go there and evaluate. When they don't do the evaluation and they bring them down, you can't do another step. Then they miss them one and then we get them boys them where they go around it. So I can do your clearing, I can do your clearing. One other important thing, no ever give you BL to just somebody who say I go clear your things. Get a registered agent, a clearing and a forwarding a registered agent. If you go not tongue around that Stevens case, we say them shipping company and they see who then they float na the place they then they wait for people and where they bring them BL them. We don't go through them and we are victims of it. So just they try to give advice to people them. When you come on the bag, you can't attack you under that cotton tree where they get it, now they then pack. Then they come with you with a very good intention and thing. Now the country where you go and they tell you, say, if I this consider now 200 million, you know they know how much, you know they know. Not to say if I go. You get the parking list and go tell if somebody they go pay 150 million, which you ship there? A Lamborghini, a Ferrari. In case me go put Toyota or Nissan or Mazda, then myself they go pay 200 million. It make no sense. Because we not get a system. We not get a system. All the countries that within that place, if na bicycle you even ship, if na tires you ship, if na even drinks then you ship, if na pampers na you ship, if na even goods them where you know that just personal effects and they appear in the system. And the other problem we'll get there, I want let really check on which one will get the way now none where you know they pay custom. Because first time you the ship boss, you know they pay custom, you the ship agricultural equipment like tractors, power tillers, harvesters, and you know they pay custom. But today they pay custom for all the things and they including even bike when a 50cc. That's another problem we'll get there. Now go to the Pelican people them. 1 year, $50 because that we call them $45, $50. It make no sense. It make no sense because one, they know they monitor them. I meet them. I been one get involved into the thing with it because we saw there so na Japan, na island. We get one of the best boats them we they use for cross countries to countries. Come where go Vietnam, go South Korea, go to other places and all that thing in there. But the people that were not involved, the government officials that were not involved into that thing and then they give them that preference. One, the pilot, the captains that wouldn't get the way they even run them boats then they not to Sierra Leoneans. In which we get Sierra Leoneans that waiting at the country will be no work with Sierra fishery, will not even get job. Then boy when they come for camp pick you load and thing, ask, go there one day, ask how much really then they pay them. What people then they pay that $50. Where you go inside that boat they thing, that water way they that pure water because I just come on pure water, go then the package day. The services then are not good. And the man know they do well. Because you're not going to tell me for just cross that place, they reach that place, take a bus for going to the airport, somebody go pay. If you pay the money, let the service then improve. Let the services then improve. Them boats then they 1 year, safe. Look at that side clear. Because when you go there, they don't even give you even the exercise or say, okay, if in case of anything, one or two things, what will happen. As you don't full up so nobody not even come for can even give you so like for say, okay, fasten your seat belt or do this or do that or do this. We get for really walk into the system. To anybody we even get for candy. If that corruption within our Takide, it go continue. Now they cause the prices, then they go up in the country. Because go ship you things that you reach there. Bolori they go tell you say, okay, pay this amount, custom tell you say pay this, or you get for pay GST. Then at the end of the day, he go sell you goods then. Now the consumer now get for suffer. So then area then they that particular place, that custom place, I want you go they hate they let you find out you go know more things that would they go on there. Now so party loyalists then at the day. People that will not even qualify, people that will not even know the job. Today you get almost about 16 organizations where they inspect one container. You get people that in a mortuary all where they can at the place where they can inspect container. Like for say somebody die inside container. Fire service. You get OSD, military, different organizations. I get shocked. I say, really, what's really happened? If people like let them say a plane crash, that area then they will give for check on them thing and they because now the gateway, we say goods then they can what people are going to get them daily bread from. Hey, if you begin to do them thing and if you find out that the Indians are within a country, they don't know ever complain about custom because they get the stagnant agents and what they do then clearing and forwarding. But you just load your container, you reach na the place and you know say you na JC, you just come and think, oh, you facing the heat. I don't go through that. Nana stabilizer, get me your agents then day, but I know what's in they go on day. I don't even report a case there with anti-corruption where we ship government containers, 7 containers, where they reach there and facing at them one way they just they can they not even losing a government, they even force me for low bribe. Later we'll get for expose them. We'll see them go take action. They did not take action. Now, a serious issue in that area day. Now a serious issue. Now me your contribution that.
Thank you very much, Jonathan. Daniel Oldfield, just wait. We can do more soon. And we last caller this, and right after this caller, we come with you. Yes, Ahmed, you get 5 minutes, sir.
Thank you very much, people. Thank you. I want to say thanks to all the analysts and Alpha, especially. So, yeah, you know, we want to.
It sound foul.
Yeah, we talk about the problems actually what they happen today in Sierra Leone, and we see that the problems are numerous when it comes. Sometimes I want to agree and disagree with Mr. Umar. Yeah, because the reason which we attack now, because when this government can have power, they tell me a lot of stuff. So we want to hold them based on what they tell we. We're not talking about the previous government now or an Eskroma or who died during an Eskroma time and what the government they do at that time. This is the reason why they salon people and kick them out. When I don't dispute Mr. Umar's own issue based on the journalists died, they tried people and they released them. They don't find them nothing wrong. So I don't want to go into that, and I don't want to make any further accusation of whatever who killed this guy and stuff. The law we don't go through those people and they don't find them guilty. So that's the end. But what we say now, this government, with the whole this government responsible for most of the things and way they happen. Me no live under an Eskroma regime and stuff, but I've visited for Salon 1 or 2 or 3 times. It was better off for me. And I see that family, because we get a large family cut across in the western area, which are we born, grow, and in the southeast, so people and settle and make some business. So we get people all over the country. Today, when you compare what happened today, all of them in there, now the worst. No could check the judiciary. Look at the ECSL, as we say, all of them push their pictures. Look at how in the most of the all political parties there. All these things are gimmick. You know, we see the reality today. So we need to say what did happen now for making no repeat again. We're not talking about APC here or SNPP here or whosoever, NGC, whatever. We want this country for go straight forward. And if this country for be straightforward, we're going to say things as they are. This government, try for the people then. All of them gimmick why they play for try for muscle all other political parties and one for just for making the claim power by force. And so then they don't buy all the sectors. Now this no go good for the country. And that's what they stand against. So if that's what they stand against, we go for say things right. Because we don't want to repeat of this again. Because what did happen today? Some of we know. I know a lot of people actually when they contribute, when they talk, they don't come out of this country for long. Some of them old enough now during the days of the shake stuff. We the young guys, we come up, we don't change who left in that country. We know exactly the previous government we don't rule and how things will be compared to today now. We would expect say changes go occur during this money regime because that's the promise we. Now that's say. Now in manifesto, now in debates, we all follow them, the debates, and people buy all these ideas. And now today, look, this is the worst time this. We grown at that country, we go school, we go to university, we know say this government is the worst. We get people away cut across in the teaching area where you talk about education, in the police, in the military. Some of you have people in those areas, in this institution. This is not the worst time business alone. Economically, not the worst time this ever. We understand. We look at the pandemic. We know what they go on to within the European Union, in America, in Africa. But look at the economy today. As we talk today, every day dollar they fly up every day. Look at Gambia. This is a small nation. Some of who live there and we get relatives and they up to today. We get people who they look after day. So, but compared to the Gambia and Sierra Leone, you can't imagine. Sierra Leone of all. Now we don't go down to the drain. So now this will they talk about. Now this will they talk about. And now this I want to name Mr. Umar. No, we are talking of what is happening now today and the way things are. We're not trying, we're not compare again the past. What don't happen today? What that don't kill this this now. This government I don't kill the worst. I don't kill people in the prison. Now it don't do a lot of bad things. Look what's happening in August 10. We not condone all of them things, but how do you kill people like this? You call them terrorists, these are your people. Now they go around for saying, now this I don't do. If they lie, say I don't develop this, I don't put so many millions into this sector. Does this reflect to the people? No. No, to them lies there. Now they want for try for Moku not get such politicians again. People like Alpha Kandem, where they don't do for decades up to today, they lie. We don't forget rid of them bad people there. Be it the APC or SLPP or whatever. We don't want this kind of people. We don't want people like deception like Kande Yomkela and type because these are not real people. They not the effect for the people. Them. We don't want that kind of man there. And now me and you, like what you did this now, we for change the system there so that to get people there at least where they can, the one way they can step in. We come not get one for some of you no one for live here forever. No, we don't want for me, no one even did Europe for till retirement. If you want forget early retirement and stuff and go do something. When you want to go to a country for go there with energy, you get people for help. There are friends, they are your colleagues, people you grow up with in the community, the society, they need help. So why can't you go back and do the little you can do for them? Now some of you that we want and that we want to do. But how can we do short things when we get them kind of government here? Would they be happy for going invest there? Would they be happy for going today, go there and go arrest you, talk something, then they hold you. The one they will do this then they live in bondage. So now this will they talk and this and the worst time this why I don't see them kind of they happen. So potting talking in the whole land. We get man the whole day now Facebook whole day and then group class they go to move boys see don't go then the bell for and people post to go arrest her. Then they can't go for go answer. We don't see them here. Now this present government, now this you know want again. Now this you know want, and now that we talk about. We some of we agree say the previous government said they don't do a lot. We don't want for men to give from Shekita, we do the independence. No, we're not going to that again. We're looking at the present today. Let's move forward. If they move forward, we'll go for condemn what they happen now so that you not get a repeat of that again. Now that's what we stand for. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you, and for appreciating the program and keep doing what you're doing and we will follow. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Ahmed. I don't think say the battle of forget about the past, talk about the present, go ever settle. It's like forget to say you come out, just look before you. I don't think say that battle they go ever settle. The one then where they say forget about the past and get to side and own. Now they say, okay, let's not just think to say we don't forget so one thing and get to side the whole. Yeah? So this past and present, that battle, not gonna ever, never just go away like that. Well, Daniel long give you the updates. Well, they can't left here. Almost 5 hours we've been live. And so Saturday Kintan for winner. Eh? The left hand. Continue for talk, but at another time we'll go rub mouth param. La bilam up. Make sure say you get rest. You need them, your body need them. See who is talking. Eh? Well, your body need them anyway. Because we get for their back on Monday.